Figured I'd talk about some of the food that I bring out here that enables me to stay out here for weeks at a time, up to, I've probably got a month supply of food right here. You know, I backpacked in, hiked it all in, packed it in the backpack with a lot of other supplies. Just figured I'd talk about what kind of food, lasts a long time. Let's see what we got here. Alright, one of my favorites. Now, most of my food, I put it in these gallon Ziplocs. I'll take it out of the original package, just put it into a gallon Ziploc. Big fan of the gallon Ziplocs. I believe the freezer versions are actually a little more stout than the regular gallons. So one of the key foods that I like to bring is this pearl barley. It's pretty delicious. Make a stew out of it, totally dry, just buy a package of pearl barley. It's like rice, basically, but I kind of like it a little better than rice. Has sort of a nice chewy kind of quality, kind of a bite to it. And this will last quite a while. I've already made like 3 stews, maybe more, out of this bag here. It's like 1 pound or something, and so that lasts a long time. The key is to bring like dehydrated stuff, dehydrated and compact and lightweight. So obviously nuts, that's a classic. Just a bag of mixed nuts. It actually, this bag was about packed to the brim. It was. I've already gone through like half of it, or more actually. Nuts are really healthy. They have a lot of fats in them and protein, and even some carbs. They're just good. It's good quality food all around. Some beans, red beans. Love the red beans. I mix it with the pearl barley, sort of half and half with the red beans. Totally dry, they're super cheap. They're like $1 for a pound or something. And again, they last a long time. I've already used these like 2 or 3 times. Also, salt. Gotta have salt. Wouldn't want this food without salt, because none of this food is processed, so it has like no salt in it. So always gotta bring a good batch of salt. This is actually pink Himalayan salt. Usually I bring like sea salt or something, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you got enough salt. Salt not only does it flavor your food, but it's actually an essential nutrient. Like, you can die if you don't eat enough salt, believe it or not. So you'll start to crave it. If you don't eat salt for a few days, you'll start to crave it. Dry fruit, another classic. I just get basically I go to the aisle, the dry fruit section, just get like one of everything almost. We got like cherries, apricots, mango, cranberries, prunes. Yeah, just a bunch of dry fruit. Classic. Good stuff, delicious. It's like dessert, I actually made speaking of which, oh, there we go. Got some cornbread. Just straight up cornbread flour mix, which I actually made some this morning and put some of them cherries, those dried cherries in there. Let me tell you, it was on point. It was damn good. So, cornbread flour, believe it or not. This is like, it's just cornbread flour. Basically mix it with some water, whatever, saute it in a skillet, make up some cornbread, hook it up, and so yeah, like, here's flour. This is just regular flour. Like that cornbread stuff, it actually has like, it's like a mix, you know what I mean? It's got like baking powder in it and a couple different things. But so this is just plain flour. Now usually the main thing with this is it's really good for thickening stews, like that pearl barley and those beans. I tell you, You add some of this flour to it to thicken it, sort of at the end after it cooks, you know, or the last 5 minutes of it cooking. Takes it to the next level, makes it taste, gives like a creaminess to it, and sort of a thick, creamy, sort of like a chowder or something. And it actually makes it taste even better. Or you can actually make bread with it. I've actually made bread like that cornbread, but you can do it with just flour if you want. This is actually like a whole wheat flour or something like that. Jerky, beef jerky. Obviously, that's a go-to item. One thing I do with it is it has air. Like the bags will have air in them, so I'll actually cut a little notch in the side, squeeze all the air out, and then tape it up with like duct tape. To because there's too much air in them, you know, the air takes up too much space and it might pop if it's just crammed down in the backpack. So that's something I got to do, is squeeze all the air out and then tape it back up. But yeah, I mean, what can you say? Jerky tastes good, it's got protein. I'll actually take little pieces of it and sort of break it up and put it in a stew sometimes. You know, it's like a steak, but the thing is, the key about the jerky, and like the dry fruit too, the key about a lot of these foods is they don't have much water in them. You see, water takes up a lot of space. It's also really heavy, and it also will cause food to spoil, you know, expire. So, key is to get stuff that doesn't have water, or at least a minimum amount of water. Like the dry fruit, it's got a little bit of water in it, so does the jerky, but it's very little. You can get totally dehydrated beef, like freeze-dried beef, freeze-dried fruit. So in a way, that's arguably better, but I don't know. It doesn't, that stuff, I don't know, freeze-dried, it's like you can't really eat it straight up. You can't snack on it, really. It's kind of, you kind of got to rehydrate a little bit. So what else we got here? Cliff bars. Hell, I bring like, anywhere there's space in the backpack, I just cram. I probably brought like 20 or more Cliff bars, you know. We got some garlic, some raw garlic, organic, in fact. I like to, you know, you chop it up, add it to a stew, but I actually will eat like a clove or two raw every day, or almost every day, just kind of with a stew. Sort of eat a raw clove because it's really good for you. Plus that raw garlic, it's supposed to like boost your immune system, you know. And when you're out here in the woods, you know, or, you know, you can be kind of exposed to, you know, it's just good to have a little extra boost of immunity with that garlic. Now this is just baking powder. This is you can use this for, I mean, it's barely any. I just bring some in case I want to make some bread, you know, mix it with the flour. Because, you know, if I'm going to make bread in a skillet, I want to put a little bit of baking powder. That's no big deal. That's hardly essential, but got a little baking powder. It doesn't take up any space or anything, so just throw it in there. Black beans. Basically the same as the red beans, but, you know, got some variety. Now this is kind of important here, some oil, right? Now I've brought olive oil. Now any kind of oil, you can also bring like clarified butter, like ghee, you know, that's an option. Duck fat in a jar, or bacon grease. I've brought bacon grease, or like coconut oil, whatever, just some kind of good oil. I add it to stews and stuff, you know, almost anything I cook, I'll put a little oil in it. It's just really good. It's loaded with calories. I mean, this little bottle here has, what is that, like it says it has like over 3,000 calories. Like, what is that, about 3,500 calories of fat. So that's a key item there. Some kind of hearty fat, plus it makes food taste better, you know. They say where there's fat, there's flavor. So plus it's really good for you. Packed fat, like oil like this, has even more calories than like sugar. In the same volume, it has like twice as many or 3 times as many calories. Like a tablespoon of this has like 3 times as many calories as a tablespoon of sugar. So, and olive oil is actually good for you too. It's not just like any oil. It's actually supposed to be really good for you. So that's a pretty key item. Brown rice, you know, that's an obvious choice. Just some long grain brown rice. It's probably the healthiest kind of rice. You know, you could bring white rice if you wanted to, but it doesn't have as many nutrients. This brown rice, this long, it's called long grain brown rice. It's one of the healthiest rices, and you know, you just make stews, whatever, make some rice. Speaking of carbohydrates, one of my absolute favorites is pasta. I mean, I love this stuff. I love pasta. It's like one of my favorite things to eat. And what can you say? It's just pasta. It's got a lot of carbs in it. It actually has a lot of protein too. I mean, 7 grams of protein, 8 servings. So that's what, 56. So this package here, this 1 pound, has 56 grams of protein. So you know, that's pretty decent. And it's got a lot of starches and tons of carbohydrates. Plus, it's just delicious. Now, got a lot of options. Obviously, you don't want to bring like macaroni noodles because they have a bunch of air space. You know, I like to get the linguine and the fettuccine because it's like they're really compact. You know what I mean? Like they compact on it. There's not a lot of air space wasted, you know. When I've packed my backpack, like I fill it up to the brim, you know what I mean? So any wasted air space is just, I mean, pointless. So you don't want to get like macaroni or penne, you know. Couscous is it's really similar to couscous. That's not a bad idea. In fact, what I'll do usually is cook that pasta up and then mix in one of my other key items, which is some canned tuna. Pretty classic option for camping food. Canned tuna, canned fish. It's really good. This is my favorite kind right here. This yellowfin with the garlic. It's the best, man. And obviously it's loaded with protein, loaded with good fats, super healthy tuna. So that's a key item there. Speaking of such a thing, I also brought some calamari. I just brought it because I like it, you know what I mean? It's probably not the best choice as far as like nutrition or whatever, but just it's nice to bring too a little just some luxury items. And also another, you know, same thing, mackerel. Some canned mackerel. The stuff is delicious right here, and it's just like the tuna basically. I mean, what can you say? It's you know, it's just another option. So I'm not only eating tuna. Got a couple options here. Canned seafood. It's really good for you too. Fish, super healthy. Here's something really good. It's just some sun-dried tomatoes. Basically like that dried fruit, you know. But I like to just mix it with some pasta. It actually has. This stuff's really delicious. Now here is actually something interesting. This is just a meal powder. This is just it's just powder, you know. It's like a protein kind of a meal replacement powder, and Garden of Life meal replacement powder. So it's got tons of, it's basically just made with fruits and vegetables, but it's got a lot of protein in it. It's got tons of vitamins and minerals. It even has probiotics. So, and I mean, as you can tell, it's totally condensed. It doesn't have a lot of calories, but it's got a lot of nutrients and a lot of protein. It's actually pretty delicious. So, it's a good option. Spices I actually bring, I mean, this is kind of a luxury item. I like to bring some spices just to spice up the stew and the pasta and stuff. Smoked paprika, it's one of my favorites. We got onion powder, good stuff. Obviously black pepper. I mean, what can you say? It's pepper. Yeah, just some basically like Tabasco, but I like this green kind. So it's just, I mean, it's not really survival food per se, but it adds a lot of good flavor, and I just like bringing it because it's tasty. Herbs, a mixture of herbs, Italian herbs, you know, just an extra spice to sort of give some flavor. I actually make some really good stews that are actually really delicious. So with like a lot of depth of flavor, you know. So it's just good to flavor your stews up so they're not just boring, you know. Obviously, the most important spice ever, garlic. I've been burning through this garlic here. I've already gone through half of it, and I've only been here, let's see, I've been here for 10 or 11 days. You know, here we go. Totally dehydrated vegetable mixture. You know, there's like carrots, onions, peas, green beans, tomatoes, parsley, I think potatoes maybe. It's just, you know, totally dehydrated vegetables. You know, vegetables don't have a lot of calories, but they have a lot of vitamins and minerals. And, you know, I like to just add little bits to the stew, add some flavor. You know, it's good to get some vegetables in. And, oh, here we go. Tea. Just some tea. Love me some tea. It's got caffeine in it. I make it like every day, just about. And, whatever, boil some water, put some tea in it. This is actually Japanese imported green tea. So yeah, I like to bring different kinds of tea, black tea or whatever. More of a luxury, but the caffeine is kind of good for you, you know, so gotta have some tea, at least I do. Peas, split peas, you know, it's just kind of like the beans. I like them. They actually have a lot of protein in them, believe it or not. And once again, I'll just make a stew, add some of this to it, mix it with the rice or the pearl barley, add some spices to it, thicken it with some flour at the end. Hell, even if you get like some wild edibles, you know, you can mix it in. It's good to sort of mix that kind of stuff in with the stew. I believe that's it. Sometimes I bring sugar, just straight up sugar in a bag, you know, just to add a little bit to some stew, or or oats. That's another thing that I didn't bring any, but it's a good choice, is oats, just like rolled oats, totally dry. And good for breakfast especially, and maybe add some sugar to it, just like, you know, whatever, coconut sugar or whatever kind of sugar you want, I guess. But, you know, it's sugar, it's packed with calories, and, you know, it's nice to have something sweet every now and then. You want nutritious food, you know, you don't just want bullcrap. You want something nutritious, compact, as lightweight as possible, as spoil resistant as possible. And also it's good that it's malleable, so that when you you know, so that it moves around, so when you put it in your backpack, you know, you can cram it down and it fills all the space, you know what I mean? So it's like it's malleable, right? So you can pack more into your pack that way. So yeah, good food. I'd be curious to know, you know, if you got some suggestions, something different that you like to bring. Obviously, if you're just going to stay for a few days, you could bring whatever. You could bring hot dogs, or, hell, a bag of potato chips. You could bring a loaf of bread and some peanut butter and jelly if you wanted to, if you're just going to stay here for 3 days. But if you're trying to stay here for 30 days and backpack for miles also, you know, you need something like this that's compact and nutritious and won't spoil. But yeah, I mean, if you got, be curious to know if y'all got some different ideas. Be glad to hear them. Write them in the comments. And yeah, let me know what you think about that selection of food. Now, I've been here for like 10, or I think this is day 11 that I've been camping here. And this is all I've been eating on. And I haven't been rationing it. You know what I mean? I haven't been gorging on it. But like, I've been eating whatever I want, basically. and I haven't even eaten half of it. You know, like this is gonna last 30 days right here pretty easily, I'd say. And I'm able to pack it in my backpack with plenty of other supplies. I've got quite a bit of gear. I got 2 tarps with me, sleeping bag, clothes, the camera stuff, some books, you know, odds and ends, this and that. And I can backpack for miles, you know. It's a heavy backpack, no lie. It's like 90 pounds backpack. But you know, this is what I'm saying. You can survive for quite a while with this kind of food. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, let me know. Hope you enjoyed my video. Subscribe for more of my videos, obviously.